Okay, so I'm live. Right. Best trick in the house. Bella, what's this? Go wait in your bed. So hopefully we won't have to deal with Bella in the background. If you're here, comment with a love or a like. And welcome. Welcome. So today's session is going to be about yoga. Basically doing yoga at home. So NJ mentioned in a comment previously in my little reminder post yesterday that she is dealing with circulation issues in her feet. Hi Jess, happy Friday. Yay, the weekend. So NJ mentioned she was having issues with circulation in her feet. Now, you might have heard it mentioned, but tennis balls, if you don't have a ball-happy dog, is a great tool to have under your desk where your feet are. I even went so far as getting this. I got this from I think one of the home decor stores, Home Sense or Home Outfitters or something, and it's actually a laundry ball. So one of those, you stick them in the laundry. But look at how awesomely, ribby and bumpy it is. So using that and rolling that under your feet, and you can adjust the pressure, how hard you push your foot into it, is great. It's great for all sorts of things. Toning up the feet. It's great for especially people who have diabetes. I know a lot of people with diabetes have, in the later stages, tend to get foot issues. So that is a great tool. I won't be having music in the background today, but there are some of my favorite songs that I can mention you can go and buy and pay for, or acquire whichever way you like best. And my favorite song for yoga is called Magnificence. Or There Is So Much Magnificence. There's a Deva Premal version, but there's a different version by Steven something or other that does it, and it's got ocean sounds in the background while he's singing, which is really nice. So that's for that. When is the best time to do yoga? If you're stuck at home all day, working at a desk, who watches yoga? I mean, I know Jess is listening, but if you are watching the replay, let me know when and if you practice yoga or do any sort of stretching or anything like that, and what is the best time for you? Is it first thing before you get started? Is it, at a break time, before bed, in bed, which is quite fun. From that. Right. So we have this tool and we have this tool, which is, guess what? It's a bathrobe belt thing. Best piece of toolkit you can use if you don't want to go all fancy and get the fancy belts from the yoga shops. But that basically is used as an arm extender. So if you can't reach your feet, you use the belt to help you reach your feet. So basically you put it around. I'll show you. Right, like that, and you have all the different lengths. So that's one tool that great handy to have. And I know there's probably more than just myself who likes to live around and hang around in their bathrobe at home for most of the days, right? As long as you're not going on camera. All right, so getting started. I'm just going to go through a simple session of different stretches you can do to help you while you're sitting. You can either do it all in one shot or, as you think of it. You got a tense shoulder, go ahead and do that. So first off, we're just going to take a moment, and I suggest turning your chair away from your screen. so that you are looking at something not electronic. Taking a breath, focusing on your inhale and your exhale. Perhaps gently closing your eyes. And I want you to take an inhale, feeling it right from the depths of the belly. Feeling the slow increase through the lungs and all the way up through the throat and even perhaps past your head. And then slowly exhaling in reverse. So releasing from the head, through the throat, relaxing the diaphragm. And on the next inhale, you're going to inhale and make sure to expand the belly. So really lift the belly. Get as much space as possible inserted into your belly with the air. And exhale. Perhaps adding a sigh. So, next you're going to just gently inhale. And as you inhale, you're going to lift your chin, look up to the sky. And out. Exhale, chin down. Tuck the chin all the way down. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Opening up the back of the neck. It's all about expansion, right? So really feeling the back of the neck opening up. Perhaps you just sit here for a moment, a couple of breaths. And then on the next inhale, bringing the head back to neutral. And you're going to just gently turn the head from side to side. See if you can look past your shoulder. And then back to center. Over to the left. And back to center. Gentle neck circles, so bringing the chin all the way down. Rolling the chin and the cheek over to the right. And back to center. And over to the left. And to center. Now if you find any spots that need a little bit of extra attention, feel free to just pause there. And hold it for an extra breath. Going a couple of times back and forth. Inhale the head up to neutral. And we're going to just do gently behind us, so tipping the head, going to the right shoulder, making sure you're relaxing the other shoulder, and over to the other side. That feels good, doesn't it? Then gently back. One more time. Gently. Then head back up to neutral. Then what we're going to do is we're going to work on our shoulders. So what I like to think is bring your shoulders to your ears and squeeze as tight as you can through the shoulder area, through your neck. Really squeeze tight. And then slowly lower on the exhale. Drawing them all the way down. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, we're going to go up. And this time, exhale, we're going to roll the shoulders back. All the way around. Exhale, release down. Let's do it one more time, other direction. Inhale, shoulders to the ears. Exhale, roll. Forward and back. And then exhale again down. Now we're going to become little puppet masters, which is just, we're going to drop the elbows. Let me see if I can get it so that you can see properly. So you're going to drop the elbows. Watch my shoulders come nice and low. And you're going to try and let the elbows touch behind your back. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. Oh, that feels good. This is something that should, and I say should, be done at least once a day, even at bedtime. You know, just stretch your shoulders out. Shoulders to your ears, and then shoulder blades pressed, squeeze together, and relax. Let's do it one more time. Reaching back. Elbows, squeeze the elbows together behind you. And you're a little puppet master, right? Because you're a little puppet master. Let's make it fun, right? Maybe the kids are watching and they want to join in. And relax. You can also counter pose. Give yourself a hug, which is always nice. There is a study out there that says working from your bed is actually, it depends on the bed. If you've got a firm enough bed and it's not too pillowy and you can actually do stretches, I mean, there's enough resources on Pinterest or other professional yoga websites of how to do yoga in your bed. Best stretch, which we'll get to at the end, is before you do your Shavasana and your meditation before bedtime, is we'll get to that at the end. So, hugging yourself, they say, and there has been a study. I can't quote the study at the moment which one it is, but I have read a study that it says 9 hugs a day actually makes a difference mentally and with the hormones in your brain. So, once we've done the shoulders, we're going to do one last thing. So we're going to just gently reach out in front. We're going to cross the right arm on top, right? So make the cross as tight as close to your body as possible. Then you're going to bend the elbows and turn the hands to face you. Bottom hand is going to reach forward and you're going to wrap around. Oh, I apologize. So you can grab your fingertips. You can, it depends on your flexibility. But this is a great one. This is called ego pose with your arms. Now, if you want to make it a bit more interesting, what you do is you incorporate your legs. So if your right arm is on top, you're going to do your left leg on top. So I'm going to see if I can move this. Right now I noticed. Let's see. All right. So we're going to do legs. So right arm was on top. So we're going to do the left leg on top. So left leg on top. Bend the knees. Bring the heels close to your bum. And you're going to keep wrapping them around so that the left leg is the one that keeps on wrapping. Right? And now, if you can, sit on a hard surface. Make sure you're pressing both sit bones into the floor so that you are nice and equal and straight. You're not leaning to the side, which I find is my problem sitting on the couch all the time and doing work from the couch. Hey, Kate. So, doing that. And then making sure to do the opposite. So, left arm on top. Bring the hands to palms to face you. Bring the hands to your face and keep wrapping the left hand. So, we've got, you can intertwine your fingers, you can let the palms touch. And let's draw it all in. So elbows close to the body, knees close to the body. Right? And if you want to take a chance in doing this on your back, so reclining, so that you're lying on your back on your bed. So you bring your elbows and your knees together, so like you're a little hunched. And then you do the opposite. So you lift the elbows up. You lift the knees up so that the heels come closer to your bum. You're opening up just like a pistachio, almost. So, hands behind your head. And release, relaxing. Let's just do a gentle wiggle out, because wiggling is fun. Let's make life fun, right? It's all about fun. Now we're going to just gently do some side leans. So we're going to inhale, arms up. Oh, that feels good. So reaching from the shoulders, right? It's not about the elbows, it's about the shoulders, making a nice solid, it can even be a beach ball that you're holding, right? So you're not scrunching up your shoulders. And leaning to the side, right? Bottom hand can walk along the bed. And let's take a chance to open up the chest, right? So the elbow is going to come behind towards the ear, and you're really opening up the chest. Almost like you're stacking the shoulder blades. And then doing the other side. Reaching the other side. And you are more than welcome to stay as long as you like in each pose. Whatever feels good for the day. Meet yourself at your own per day, per moment even. Take a day at a time. If a day is too much, take a breath at a time and only focus on the breath. Inhaling up. That feels good, right? So, seated twists are great as well. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're sitting nice and straight. Shoulders back. And you're going to start from the waist and work your way up the spine on the twist. So, let's do this. So, you're going to just gently work walking to the side using your hands to walk. And a chair is great too. So as you inhale, you're going to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, you're going to engage the twist a bit more. Yoga can be as gentle or as strenuous as you want. If you want gentle yoga, this is a nice, just gentle stretches. If you want to get more robust and, do some standing poses, I'm trying to make it mostly sitting poses because we are sitting, and you can do this at your desk, right? So, but I do recommend taking a moment to just bring yourself back to the present moment, taking yourself away from the screen, easy enough to just listen to a recording, right? And do what feels good. If something hurts, don't do it. It's not pain is gain. Pain is a bad thing. So, with the side twists, we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine, relaxing the shoulders. And twist. One more, inhale. And twist, look beyond the shoulder if you can. And let's just stay here for a whole breath. We don't measure in minutes, we measure in breaths. Right? And trying not to extend the rib cage. Nice long line. And then exhale, releasing slowly back. Slow is key. 1 second, guys. Bella, come here. Come and do the yoga with us. So, let's do the other side. And inhale, lengthen the spine. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, twist. Oh, that feels good. Gentle cracking is okay. I wouldn't say make the goal crack. Don't make cracking your goal. But if you do in the twist gentle cracks, that is fine. Cracking is basically air pockets being popped in your joints. As long as you have good enough cartilage and you're not osteo. So, inhale, last one. Twist, reach the shoulder back. Dropping the elbows so that we can drop the shoulders. And exhaling back. Give it a gentle wiggle out, right? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Right. Now, I know a lot of us sitting for long periods of time tend to develop sciatica. There is a great stretch called the number 4 stretch, which is basically your legs are making a number 4. So I'll move the camera again. Hopefully you guys can see. Right, so legs are out long. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bend the knees. Draw one leg over the other, one knee over the other. And then allow the ankle of the top leg to come up and open up that knee. Right? So, making sure both sit bones are flat on the floor. Not taking a lean or anything. And then if you have the balance with the chair or whatever you're doing it on, floor is best, but hey, we're working with chairs right now. Then you're just going to take the main base leg, right, the bottom leg. In this case, right, so right leg is on top, left leg is on bottom. Draw the left knee into your chest. This chair doesn't recline back. So, but you can draw yourself closer down, right? Only go where you're at today, right? Don't push your limits. Gentle, gentle, gentle. So reaching down. If you're on your back, reach for the thigh. Don't reach for the shin. You're going to hurt your knee. So reach for the thigh. Intertwine your fingers behind your thigh. And just gently, maybe we can do here. Just gently reach down. Oh, that feels so good. Now this is one that you are more than welcome to stay in as long as you like. Right? Oh, phone fell. Okay, so yes, we're dealing with technical difficulties and a rambunctious dog in the background. So, from that. Now, if you want to make it a bit more interesting, you are more than welcome to draw your base heel, your left heel, into your bum, or bending the knee at 90 degrees. So your hands come behind the knee in the crease, right? And you can check and see what that feels like, the difference in feeling in your body. And find the one that works for you for today, right? Another note, that top foot, the top right foot, keep the foot active. So pressing down on the heel, just like you're horseback riding, pressing down on the heel and drawing the toes up. That's how you keep your knee safe, right? It's all about safety. So doing that. This is basically for any of the yoga people, this is your supine modified pigeon. So if you want to go and do a pigeon pose, that's great too. And then, guys, we're going to switch. Because one-sided, we're usually sided people. Some people are right-handed, left-footed, but we're definitely sided as a person, as an individual. So find out what works for you, where you're at today. One side might be tighter than the other. Because today I am here. Well, maybe I can do it this way. This is where I'm at. On the other side, I was touching my shoulder to my knee. So, foot engaged. And creasing from the hip. Right? Guys, don't hunch the back. Relax the shoulders. Creasing from the hip. So it's all about the belly button, not the shoulders. Reaching the belly button towards your legs. So, once you've done both sides, and you feel awesome, right? We all feel awesome. A little bit better. We are going to all stand up or sit down, but I like to do a bit of standing up. What we're going to do is we're just going to pretend we have hula hoops. So we're going to inhale. I can't do it right now with the tech setup, but you're going to inhale, reach your arms up, and pretend you've got a hula hoop, or, you know, grab a hula hoop and actually use it. If it falls down, that's fine. That's part of the fun. Let's make it fun. Every day should be fun. So we've done standing up. We've done the hula hips. Now we're going to do single leg happy baby, which is basically where we're going to use our nice belt, just like before, like I demoed before. You're going to reach, add the belt under the foot, right? And feel free to, you know, make sure you do that safely. If you can't bring your knee up, feel free to adjust. So what we're going to do is drawing the knee into the chest. Works best, hey, if you're on a bed or on a couch, if you're on a couch, turn sideways so you've got your long leg. The bottom leg is long. And draw that knee into your chest, right? So as you're drawing your knee into your chest, keeping that foot active, right? And you're going to tilt the foot, right? So that it's the base of your foot, the sole of your foot is facing the same direction your torso is. So if you're lying on your back and doing this, the sole of your foot is going to be facing the ceiling. So one-legged happy baby. And if you want, you can use your hand, grabbing the outside, or peace fingers on the big toe, wrapping around the big toe, and drawing your foot out, right? So that your knee can come up towards your armpit, if you can. If you can't do that, then that's fine. You can even use your belt. So with this, we're doing this. And release. Slowly back down. Doing the other side. Notice that one side might be tighter than the other. And that's okay. And definitely going to increase this. Right? Knee into the armpit. And then, guys, we're going to make it the best of all, which is happy baby. Also known as, well, I'll ask you guys a question. Why do you think it's called happy baby? I know there's one person watching right now, but there is a reason why it's called happy baby. Because it's all about releasing the gas, right? So when you've got a gassy baby that's all congested and everything, what you do is you pedal their legs, right, into their stomach and get their digestive juices going. So this is just like that. So we're going to do both legs like we just did each one singly, right? So both legs, right? Drawing in, feeling good. This one's great on your back. So lying on your back and grabbing your index fingers or your feet, or hell, even your shins, and opening up your legs and even pedaling your feet to get the digestive juices going. So that's your happy baby. Pedal the feet forwards, backwards, and you can also rock from side to side on the base of your spine, right? Gently on the hips, back and forth. Now, for all of us with developing carpal tunnels, slowly and surely, what we're going to do is I'm going to, yeah, okay, let's see if we can get this to work. So hand is flat, right? We're going to do hand push-ups, so coming onto the tips of the fingers and reaching the wrist up and reaching the wrist down, right? Stretch the fingers, stretch the wrists. Also giving your wrist nice circles, making sure to go both directions. Be a Persian dancer. And another fun one is make sure your wrist and your hand is nice long line, and bringing the thumb, as long as you don't have a double jointed thumb, close to the forearm. So it's not about doing this. It's about staying nice and straight, even bringing your elbow down on and using your hand, your other hand, to draw to the side. So you're basically making like a banana. And then back to center, and you can even see if you can do the pinky side. And then back to center. Yeah, wrist circle thing. And you can also make sure your arm is nice and straight. Reach down, trying to bring your fingers to your forearm. And fingers back. It's all about stretching the wrist, right? And I'm losing battery. But anyways, so we've got that. So those are some basic stretches you can do throughout your day, if you think about it. If you want to get into more yoga-ish poses, you are more than welcome to. There are definitely sun salutations for chair yoga you can look into. But what I'm going to suggest for Shavasana is where are we at right now, time-wise? Anyways, what I'm going to suggest for Shavasana, which is all about taking yourself away and getting back to you. Scientific studies have shown that it takes about 5 to 7 minutes for you to turn off your sympathetic nervous system. That's that fight or flight. That's what produces all the cortisol. So when you have, that's your adrenals. So the best way to do that is to engage your parasympathetic nervous system, which, takes about 5 to 7 minutes. So find a nice song, a good 10-minute song. Right? So parasympathetic nervous system is basically what produces the oxytocin in your brain. And that's good. Those are the happy feelings. So getting rid of the fight and flight, reducing our cortisol levels, making our adrenals healthy is great. So if you can, best thing you can do is do a legs up the wall or legs on a chair, which is the best pose ever. It's got so many benefits. Great for leg circulation, great for foot circulation. When you bring your feet above the heart, what happens is you're getting all the last dregs of blood recirculating, right? You're using gravity to help with the blood circulation. So putting your calves on your chair and then lying down so that your knees are 90 degree, or going, basically the way you get your legs up the wall is you sit sideways to the wall, hip up against the floorboard, and basically turn yourself towards the wall as you're slowly walking your feet up, is one way. But an easier way is just using a couch or a knee, your thigh length, your thigh height from the floor, and putting your knees up on a chair or something like that. That's great. So doing that as your Shavasana, if you've got a low enough bed, is great. So what I would suggest is putting on a nice song, a nice long song, something that you can relax to, that you don't have to listen to the words, that you can just focus on your breath. So you're doing your legs up the wall, listening to your song, and you're doing your 365 breath. Easy enough to remember, there's 365 days of the year. So 3-part breath, 6 count inhale for 5 minutes total. Shavasana is also known as corpse pose. It's what you do at the end of every yoga session to basically absorb all the stuff you've done to your body and just let your body absorb it. So it's corpse pose, sleeper's pose, sleeping pose. A lot of people fall asleep, which is great. That's why it's great at bedtime. Shavasana is, what's the language? Not Hebrew, not Hindu. It's Sanskrit. So everything's based on Sanskrit. Shavasana, I think if you spell it and you want to search it, you can do S. There's no H. You just make the S sounds like an H. So it's S-A-V-A-N. Shavasana. All A's. Or you can cut out the first A and do SV as well. Pranayama is breath work. Yes. So Shavasana is your corpse pose or your meditation. Sitting, pranayama. Pranayama is breath work. So this is a Shavasana pranayama. So 3-part inhale. So you're starting just from the base like we did at the beginning. Inhale through the lungs all the way up the throat for a count of 6 minutes. So your whole inhale is going to count for 6 minutes. And then your whole exhale is going to count for 6 counts. So inhale for a count of 6. Exhale for a count of 6. And if you want, you can even add Ujjayi breath, which is the ocean's breath, which is sighing without your voice. So really making your breath make a sound. So that's Ujjayi breath. So inhale for a count of 3. Exhale. And after you've done that for 5 minutes, or the length of a good song, a relaxing song, like Magnificence. There is so much magnificence. Good version is Deva Primal, D-E-V-A, second word P-R-I-M-A-L, is 1. And then the last bit that you're going to add into your Shavasana is rubbing your hands fast together so that you're creating heat and friction. You know, press those palms together. And cupping your eyes. Closing your eyes, letting the heat, letting the energy from your palms absorb into your eyes. And from there, if you're doing it in your bed at bedtime, it can help you fall asleep. Right? Just focusing on your breath. So that's 365 breath. 3-part breath, 6 count inhale, 6 count exhale for 5 minutes length or more. And that's what will help you with your parasympathetic nervous system, or PNS for short. And that's the good stuff. That's the stuff where you relax and reduce cortisol, and there's science to it, right? So if there's any questions on what I've demonstrated, or you want, a good, let's see if I can do, oops. One more. Is it going to switch? One more. No, I want it to switch. So you guys can see. We're going to mute all this when we redo it. But anyways, so Shavasana. I think it's the Purolator's here. And what Purolator does is rings the doorbell, which is so great when you have a dog, right? And then runs away. So I'm going to leave you guys at that. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want some, one-on-one creative lesson plans or, moves or motions and stuff, I'm more than happy to offer that. I don't do yoga teaching anymore. My body can't handle it. Part of the fun bit of having fibromyalgia. So, but yoga is great. If you don't like yoga, ask yourself, do you like music, or is it just a type of music you don't like? There's so many types of yoga that's for everybody. And that's the way I like to explain it. If you haven't found a yogi you like, keep looking, because it's not all bad. Whatever works for you. Your endurance and your stuff. So, love you all. Talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. And so don't forget those tennis balls or fancy dryer balls, NJ, for your feet as well. So, bye.